Hello friends and strangers, I am Heli, and in this video I am taking you with me into Wytchwood, where we are just climbing down this well to see what the well-wishers talk about treasure and ghoulies down here was all about. There certainly are some shiny objects down here. Gold coins, and these we can probably dig up. Yes, got some clay out of that, and some shiny stones. That was one of the things we needed for the braziers. So now we'll just need dog hair and frog slime. Oh, there's a frog. But we'll probably need some sort of a tool to get the slime from it. And we'll need these empty jars to get us some water. But we can't make any yet because we are missing some embers. A locked chest. We have no keys, so we'll leave that alone for the time being. Let's just gather what we can. Something stirs inside but does not emerge. We'll come back later with a jar for the water. Yep, I'll need a net, so we'll come back with a jar and a net. That's all we can gather from here for the moment. So let's go back up. Okay, so for the soporific morsel, we'll need the sleepy potion, and for the potion we'll need some of those mushrooms and a jar of water. So let's see what we can find from around here. Maybe we can find those mushrooms. More imp nuts. Woodsman, hey, you there, give me a hand, would you? With what? You seem to have everything under control. These stumps aren't going anywhere. My darn useless son was supposed to help me, but he's wandered off again. Probably to go bother frogs and eat bugs or some such nonsense. Anyway, I need help clearing away some of these dead logs. It's late in the season and the wood has started to rot. Just be careful of the purple mushrooms that sometimes grow inside. They'll make you powerful sleepy if you breathe in the spores. As much as I do love poisonous fungi, I'm not much of a lumberjack. Nonsense. Anyone can experience the joys of splitting a fine stump. Here, my boy won't be missing his hatchet. The woodsman spins a sharp-looking hatchet in his hands and thrusts the handle at you. Okay, we got a hatchet. Aha! So here we can get some embers. And there's a log or a stump or something. Those are the mushrooms we'll need for the sleeping potion. Let's see what else we can find here. Herbs. Nothing else there. Imply not. Hello. Ragamuffin. Oi, lady, what's with that great stinking pot on your head? I would ask the same about all those stinking frogs in your trousers. Oh, you're just jealous. The boy fumbles between trying to wrangle all his frogs and swiping ineffectually at wayward fireflies with a shoddy-looking bug net. Juggling a little more than you can handle, eh? What exactly are you hoping to accomplish, flailing about like that? Are you daft? Me frogs are hungry, so I gotta catch some of these fireflies to feed 'em. He takes another wild swing, missing his target entirely. Why don't you let me take a few of those frogs off your hands for a moment? That would let you swing that net properly. Oh, I see how it is. You're after me precious prizes. Well, how about I give you the net and you catch me some fireflies? Then maybe I'll think about trading one of my froggies to you. The boy waggles the net in your face. Okay, we got a net. Let's catch these fireflies. Oops. And the fairy? Yikes. Just swatted it. And I have to chop that one? Youch! Violent. But I guess it doesn't really... The game doesn't really make it gory or too realistic or anything like that, so... Well, these hoppers aren't going to stick around with empty bellies. The faster you catch those fireflies, the faster we can eat. I mean the frogs can eat. The boy holds out an empty jar with holes poked in the lid. The boy shakes the jar, rattling the captured insects like pennies in a piggy bank. Oh, these are nice and juicy. The lads are gonna feast tonight. Now, how about our deal? You agreed to trade me one of your pets there. Haha, what deal? I don't remember making no deal. A frog squirms out of the boy's overalls and plops down by his feet with a wet slap. Dang it, there goes Slippery Pete. He takes a clumsy swipe at the amphibian, but the creature squeezes out of his grasp and bounces into the underbrush. Oh, shucks. I never liked him anyways. If you can catch him, he's all yours. Okay. I guess fairy tales, which are kind of a big thing in this game, are full of violence anyways. So it's just fairy tale violence. Just caught me a little bit by surprise, that's all. But I'm kind of starting to get used to it. Right. Maybe This is a bit dangerous, but we got those jars. Okay, now we can go and maybe get some embers. Yep. That's a good amount of embers. Let's go get that water. And now we can catch that frog. Ouch. Or squish it into frog slime, it seems. More fairy tale violence. Right. We have some water, we have some clay, and we have some frog slime. Let's get back to the surface and make that sleeping potion and soporific morsel, and see if we can't get that dog hair as well. Was it this way? Yes. It fell asleep. And snip, we have the dog hair. Frog slime, blue feather, shiny stone and dog hair. That's all I need for those braziers. I should head back home now. What's in here? Coins and clay. I'm sure he won't be missing those. Let's get some more embers. And let's get back home, I suppose. I think it was this way. And it... Ragamuffin. His enthusiasm for catching frogs is not tempered by his limited ability to hold them. It's always useful to have some stuff in reserve. So let's catch these fairies and fireflies. Just to have a supply of crafting ingredients for later. Another changeling, was it? You're a quick one. Yes, changeling. Alright. Herbs and nuts. And I guess let's head back home. Might as well cut these. More Sika vine. And mushrooms. Right, let's do this. The brazier awaits an offering. Shiny stone. You drop the stone into the basin with a resounding chiming sound. Fractures trace across the pebble before it cracks open and a cold, green light swallows it within its flames. Frog slime. You gently squeeze the globs of wet slime from your satchel into the basin. The mucus bubbles and pops before cold flames reduce it to a fine, odorless ash. Dog hair. The dog hairs take a moment to fall from your fingers, fluttering down into the basin one by one. The fur bristles into foul-smelling coils before erupting into a cold green flame. Blue feather. A strong force pulls the feather down into the large basin like a magnet. It bursts into a bright flash of light as cold flames engulf its essence. The emerald flames of the braziers play strange shadows across the stone doorway. You watch as fingers of shadow crawl up the rock face and crack open the solid granite like stale bread. The stone crumbles away into darkness, revealing a yawning stairway descending down into the cold earth. After you, madame. Okay, let's go. I guess there's no way to go but up. Hello. Sleeping maiden, encased inside a gilded crystal coffin, lies the body of a young woman. Though she sleeps in an enchanted slumber, her ageless features express a deep sadness. The sound of cloven hooves echoes against the marble floor as the goat comes to your side. Quite something, isn't she? Do you remember bringing her to me? I brought her to you? Why? Who is she? I haven't the faintest idea. All I know is you brought her lifeless form to my doorstep and begged me to save her soul. Save her from what? And why is she asleep? Why, from the 12 wicked souls who you said wronged her in her life. Villains who deceived her and cheated her and broke her spirit. And as we agreed, here she will sleep until our contract is fulfilled, until you bring me those 12 wicked souls. What? I remember no such contract. Our pact is binding, regardless of what you do or do not remember. At the goat's words, you feel something hard and dark locked away in the depths of your heart. It speaks the truth. And just why should I do your bidding? Seems like a lot of bothersome trouble to me. What do I care about some sleeping beauty? Bring me the 12 souls, and I will release the sleeping maiden from her slumber. Our agreement will be fulfilled. Who knows? In time, you may even remember why you brought her to me in the first place. Or you can simply return to the comfort of your little hovel, where you will waste away until the weeds grow so thick that not even your shears will be able to cut you free. And your mind will stay as empty as that grimoire of yours. But it is a big decision to make so hastily. Why don't you sleep on it? A heavy weight fills your marrow. Your eyelids flutter, barely able to stay open. What have you done to me? I can't stay awake. And it's the next day. Let's go back out. Good morning. I trust you've made up your mind. Will you collect the souls I've asked for, or would you prefer to stay stuck in this festering swamp? All right. No need to get your horns in a twist. I'll do as you ask. You haven't given me much choice. Splendid. As it happens, I can already sense the first 4 souls we seek. 2 are in the forest, another in the swamp to the north, and the last in the fields to the south. Could you be more specific? Near a shapely stump, perhaps inside a tree with a face, by an overgrown mushroom grove? What do I look like, a compass? Go out there and look for yourself. Okay. The sleeping maiden. Collect 4 souls for the goat. The goat has made clear his desire, if not his intentions. We need to catch the bear in the forest, the ox in the fields, the leech in the swamp, and the snake in the forest. So let's gather these vines. And some more of this reedy twine. And I guess let's go back to the forest. We've already been to the south, so I guess should we explore to the north? Sort of to the north and to the west? What are you? Let's take a look from a safe distance. Dryad. This tree seems particularly angry about something, maybe everything. Weakness, cinderbox. Wow, so you're supposed to burn it. Rotting log. I see you in there. Goblin. Talks big but is cowardly at heart. Weakness, dreadful doll. Into the swamp. Let's go. Okay, so there's a lot of new stuff here. Insects. Anything we can interact with? Skeeter. Darn swamp is full of them. Fat with the blood of anything they can catch up to. Weaknesses, smoke pellet and a logger's hatchet. Right, the hatchet we have, the pellet we don't. Bloodsucker, a tiny biter, though known to have some medicinal use. Weakness, spirit salts. Rotting stump, another skeeter, seeker vine. Swamp shack, dragonfly. They've never been this big before. Fortunately, they've only recently developed a taste for meat. Weaknesses, bait stick. Ash pile, old woman of the swamp, not to be confused with the witch, of course. Swamp shack, clearly well cared for but unattended at the moment. Maybe let's go talk to the woman? Are these creatures dangerous? No? Who's there? My eyes have gone milky. Please come a little closer, sister. I don't believe we've met before. Why do you call me sister? I don't need sight to see someone who's also signed a dark contract. The woman looks blindly through you, though you can sense her focus. Contract? So you've had dealings with that damnable goat too. What sort of pact did he rope you into? Oh, you know how it is. I was young and he weren't no goat when I knew him. We used to dance naked under the blood moon and raise the dead to frighten dull country folk. Ah, but it's ancient history now. Old age comes for us all, and eventually you've got to hang up the sacrificial dagger and settle down into the comforts of retirement. I know the feeling. I miss my cozy chair and little fireplace. Seems like a fine spot you've got here. Well, it's not all posies and pumpernickel. She clutches worriedly at the moth-eaten blanket in her lap. What's rattled your bones? Maybe I can help. It's my dear old husband, handsome chap, although a bit clumsy. He had a tumble trying to weed out some swamp traps from the yard. Awful things, like to snap at your toes when you're not looking. Anyways, he twisted his ankle pretty bad and went off to the sick house to have it looked at. But that was a few days ago. He should have been back by now. And these legs haven't worked right in decades, so I can't even go to check up on him. I've been so worried. I even thought about making another contract. Don't you dare. Just wait here. I'll go find him and see what the bother is. Thank you, sister. The sick house is down the road to the west. Be careful of the critters along the way. They've got a taste for blood. Oh. Insects with a taste for blood. Just great. Right, so we need to visit the sick house west of the swamp. Time to find out why the husband has been gone so long. Will do. Can we perhaps make something? We could make some smoke pellets. Maybe we need to gather some ingredients and then see what we can make to protect us from those bloodsuckers down the road. Okay, so let's get some more embers. Always useful, I think. Can we go into this shack, was it? I guess not. Let's follow the road to the west. Are those creatures dangerous? Bait stick. Well, I guess we'll find out. Doesn't look like they are. Let's proceed carefully anyway. Ooh, embalming salts. I think that was a thing we needed for some recipe. Come on, Froggy. You are entirely too dodgy. Snail shell. Right. I guess this space is pretty safe. No blood-hungry critters yet. Let's save here for now and continue our journey to the sick house next time. If you like this video, please leave it a like. And if you'd like to support my efforts here on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel. It is quick and easy and doesn't cost you a thing, but it does help me a lot. Thanks so much for watching. I wish you a lovely rest of your day, and I hope to see you in the comments below.